Hi everyone, welcome back to Crochet Rocks. Tracy here, and this is, well, probably the third change colour t-shirt that I've had on today. I think I started off with a green one, then I was blue, and now I'm pink. That's what I was saying the other day about how my mum used to say to me, why don't you wear all the pretty colours? And I'd be like, no, I'll stick with black and navy blue. And now here I am with all these colours. And she's not around to see it. Typical fickle kids, huh? Anyway, I had a bit of a busy day today, but busy but not at the same time. I had a lot going on and I got a lot done, but I actually fell asleep. I can't believe it. I actually can't believe it. I sat down and I was watching Formula One practice. Didn't watch all of it, but I just thought, oh, it's on. I might as well just have a little look while I have a cup of tea and stuff. And next thing you know, I woke up and it was about 15 minutes later. And I only woke up because my phone went ding. I don't normally have it on, loud. I usually have it on silent. So if it wasn't on loud, I probably would have slept through the thing. I was just wondering, what on earth has got into me? You know, I say I'm turning into my mother. She used to nap during the day. Her and my dad. You know, they used to have like 40 winks during the day. I used to hate it. I used to hate it. It was like, I blame my sister. My sister turned me into a basket case when people used to fall asleep. And it probably is why I don't like it when Gary falls asleep. It's like this little psychological thing. But my sister, when we were young, she was 9 years older than me. She didn't like looking after me. She'd rather be out of her mates. And I was my brother's sister. You know, my sister and I, we weren't like close, not like me and my brother at the time. And I suppose it's because I picked up on the fact that he wanted to look after me, whereas she resented looking after me. And also I was the baby, so I was all kind of like, you know, spoiled. She wasn't, so she had issues with my mum anyway. But that's beside the point. Because I was kind of a bit of a cuddly baggage, and she wanted to cuddle me, and I never would cuddle her. The only way she could get me to cuddle her was to terrify me. So what she used to do, she used to play dead. And she used to just suddenly like do a bit of an accident and pass out. And she'd be just completely dead. And I would slap her as hard as I could. She wouldn't move a muscle. And I could really whack, you know. But she wouldn't move a muscle. She would just take it all just for the outcome, until I was sobbing and beside myself because I was alone. Then she would wake up, go, not really. And the only way that she would get a cuddle out of me was to comfort me better. So yeah, no wonder I have these abandonment issues when people go to sleep. So yeah, that sisterly love, yeah. So yeah, that's probably why I get kind of a bit odd when we used to kind of, Mum, Dad, wake up. And it'd be like, we're just resting our eyes. No, you're not. I can hear Dad snoring. But you think, you know, in my head it'd be, it's okay, they're alive, he's snoring. But no, didn't like it. So here we are with another weekend. Can you believe it? It comes around so fast now, doesn't it? You know you're getting old when time flies, you know. It used to, you remember when summer seemed to last forever? I know it's a Bryan Adams song. I love Bryan Adams, but it did though, didn't it? You know, summer holiday was forever, almost. Now, over before you know it. Madness. Anyway, we got the double Grogu. That's really, you know, because, oh, what is that? Is it a spot? What is that? It's, oh, is it a frog? Yeah, it's probably one of those that you wanted to eat. Bless him. Yeah. Remember the eggs in that episode? Who was trying to eat that women's babies. Multi-Grogu. Okay. My mum used to say that the only boring people are bored. Okay, I did that one yesterday. I overheard 2 older women talking about how marriage has changed over the years. One said, I didn't sleep with my husband until our wedding night, did you? The other one said, what's his name? I like that one. That's pretty cool. I like that one. I've got a drink with me. I had this earlier, but I didn't touch it. It's probably flat now because I had it the other day. Just, well, you know. So my voice is kind of better. Still a little croaky in places, but it's better. I did a whippy blanket thingy today. I decided not to do the usual Boggy Creek blanket, but to start, you know, be working on another one. I've got 3 now, 3 on the go, and I have a project that I really want to do, and I really want to do it before somebody else beats me to it, because I always do that. I always procrastinate too long, and then someone comes out and makes the thing that I've been thinking about all this time. So many times it's happened, and there's some obscure things as well, you know, things that nobody's done yet, and then all of a sudden it's like, I'm sure they've got thought police out there somewhere. Anyway, so Gary's off the weekend, but I don't think we're going to be going anywhere. He did say he wanted to do some DIY because that's the only opportunity. So I said we might have a little, just us have a little barbecue while, you know, while we're out there. Yeah, we'll see. Kind of had a large lunch today, so I'm not hungry at all. So I don't think we're going to have dinner, but I've got some teriyaki chicken, which is really nice. I said we can always have that tomorrow, and if we're peckish later, maybe a jacket potato, you know, just something like that, quick. So I placed another order today for the king coal. I mean, I placed it the other day, but I paid for it today, and I couldn't pay for it before because they miss a trick, really, that most of them, when they send you an invoice, it's got payment details, so you can pay for it there and then, but they don't do that. Funnily enough, after the event, when they send you a confirmation, it's got the payment details on it, and it's like, too late, you know, information that would have been beneficial to me earlier. Oh, here we go again. Much earlier, anyway. So yeah, and I couldn't do it with Bank Holiday Monday. I mean, I could have done it Tuesday and Wednesday. I could have done it Thursday. I could have done it, but obviously, you know, I had other things to do. Been busy bee. Well, busy-ish. At home, I haven't really ventured out. I mean, I've got Gary's car, but his car's developed a knock. And so he's using mine because he doesn't want to keep going up and down the road all the time on it, you know, because it's got this, I think, did I say think? I think it's a shock absorber. I'm not sure, but it does sound to me that kind of rattle as we go over the bumps. It does seem bearing, shock absorber kind of rattle. Had them before in the past, so it just sort of seems to me that might be what it is. So he said he'll get that fixed when he comes back from Vegas. So I suppose if I go out occasionally in his car, it's not going to be such a problem. It's not like I'll be using it all the time. But he wanted me to go and see him today, but I had to wait him for the postman. And he took my parcel that, you know, I should have given him the other day. And tomorrow I have to parcel up the bag that I decided not to keep. The chainmail one. It was nice, but, you know, I don't really need it, you know. I know it's not a thing. Need is not a thing when it comes to bags and shoes. I know it's nothing to do with need. It's to do with fancy. But, you know, I have so many. and it was crossbody, so I could have used it, but I've got a feeling that because it was all like chainmail, but it was more like sequiny chainmail, I just feel like it's gonna catch on whatever I wear and make pulls in it. You know, that I know it's worse with woolly stuff and yarny stuff, but sometimes it pulls like a cotton out, and you know, can make you have a little run in things. So I don't really, and when I go on holiday, I've got a few things that are, well, they're kind of knitted, but they are knitted with very fine. I did wear one a little while ago, you guys saw it. One was kind of an orangey, you know, variegated colour, and the other one was bluey. And I used to think that just something popped into my mind about Madonna Ballard. Then she used to call her cat variegated. It's so cute, isn't it? I hope she's all right. Granny D the other day said that she was, and she keeps trying to persuade her to make some videos, and hopes that one day she will, you know, start making a few, just some chats and think, or live streams or something. You will never know. One day she may. Yeah, I decided that, you know, I won't keep it, just in case it does make pulls, because, you know, it's a lot of money. And if it does that, I mean, I had one once. I bought this really beautiful white bag, and it was by Guess, and it was leather, but it looked like broderie anglais, you know, with all those kind of cutouts of flowers sort of thing. It's really, really nice. But where it used to sort of swish about against you, whatever colour I wore used to kind of seep into it. And I had something on that was orange, so it had a big orange sort of swathe across the back of it. And if I wore red, then I'd look and it'd be red, and it was, whatever it wasn't, you know, the colour wasn't set properly, and it would just accept colours. So if it was on jeans, you'd look and it'd be a kind of a murky indigo colour. So yeah, in the end I couldn't get the colours out. They could get in, but they couldn't get out. So I just like to bin it. But it was a really nice bag, and it kind of taught me a lesson not to buy white, and, you know, or to be a bit more discerning, not just because, oh, that looks nice. You know, think about more functionality as well. So I've got lots of little bags, like going out evening-y type bags, but, you know, I don't want a big bag. I mean, I don't like carrying a big bag. I end up with all Gary's stuff and a stoop because everything's so heavy. But I don't mind having a bag that's big enough that if you buy something small, you can just pop it in, you know, and my sunglasses can go in and all that sort of thing. You know, some of these bags now, they're not even big enough for my phone. And I've got a big phone, but, you know, really, it's all right when phones were this big and they're flipped, but now they're not, you know. Well, you can get a flip phone, I know, but it's still bigger than they used to be. Whew. So, been toying with the idea. Jamie sent me a link for some internet. It is a satellite internet, and I think it's called something like LinkSat or something like that. Starlink, yeah, sounds very kind of Star Warsy, doesn't it? But apparently it's lightning fast, and I won't have any more issues with it. But at the moment, the equipment's £200 and something, but every now and then they do it where you don't have to pay for your equipment. So if I'll keep looking into it, but it is £75 a month, and I thought that's a lot. Then I suddenly realised, actually, I'll probably pay about 60 something now because I have to pay for the phone line. And I don't know that I would if it was satellite. I need to look into it a bit more, really. But apparently the upload speeds are like done, which would be nice, you know. I mean, there's been occasions when I've been somewhere else and I've uploaded and I look and I go, it's done already. That's how it should be. And the governments, you know, that we've had keep making these comments like 5G will be everywhere within 2 years. Huh. Still got 4G. You're not here. Not really. It says you have, but it's a lie. You know, it's one of those things where it picks up the signal and it gives you this. On the phone it would say 4G, but you try using it, it's like no G. No G whatsoever. It's like, yeah, F, you know, for fail, not E, G. Anyway, what else have I got to tell you? Let me think. All my yarns are uploaded onto my shop. The blue one, well, good job I bought quite a bit because it's really getting low already, believe it. And the orange one that I usually have trouble keeping in stock, I ordered even more of that this time, and thankfully I've still got some. But I've sold a good few 10 packs of it, so it's a good job I got lots. But there are 2 already that have gone out of stock, and I was like, no. I can't even keep it in. Don't get me wrong, when I say no, I just mean I've got to order it again. But don't mean no, oh no, don't keep ordering it, because please do obviously keep ordering it. But you know, it's funny to me, it kind of is. It's like, oh, there we go, it's in stock. Oh, look at that, it's gone already. You know, I don't mind. I mean, call me off fashion, I quite like it. But I had this brainwave, and I did mention it on my Boggy Creek video, and it come about because I have recently started looking into the money cards that I want to take on holiday with me. And I watched Martin Lewis, the money program, and back in the summer he was talking about the best way to take travel money. And he said that it's whatever card, I mean, they can be debit cards. Some of them, it can even be your bank, you could be lucky enough to have one, that your bank will use the best interest rate at that precise moment for that transaction. They won't charge you a fee either. So you'll pay the best exchange rate, and you kind of won't get a fee. And if you're out in that country and they say, would you like to pay in dollars? You say yes, that sort of thing. So you just use your card. Anyway, I looked into them because I thought, you know, in the past I always use travel cards, whether they're whatever company you're buying your holiday from, they usually have one, and they are the worst, believe it or not. I always thought, you know, they'd be the best, but no, they don't use the best exchange rate. They charge you every time a transaction fee, and it's actually the least favourable way to actually spend holiday money. And they're designed for holidays, but they are designed to make that company wealthy and not you. But I applied for a Chase card because that turned out to be the best one. They give you 15% cash back and don't charge you, and give you the best interest rate that's going at the time. So I applied for a Chase and I got it. So all I need to do, and it's internet banking, all I need to do now is put some money in there, and that's the card I can take on holiday. It's brilliant. But it struck me that wherever you live, you must have one of those sort of things, especially abroad. You're going to be better off than us. I mean, we've probably only just got this sort of stuff where you've had it for years. So if you get in touch with your bank or find out which cards, some you can preload, like with money, just like preloaded money. And some you can use as debit cards. The one I've got is a debit card. Obviously, you just put money in your account and it's there. But whatever you do, it's going to save you money on your purchases abroad, you know, whatever you use. So whether you're there spending or whether you buy from an English shop like mine, it's got to save you money. So it's well worth looking into, rather than, sometimes you see, I've got a NatWest account, and I looked it up and it said that NatWest don't charge a fee, give you the best rates. And when I looked, it wasn't my card. NatWest do it, but just not the card I have. And you think, wow, it is wrong that they have all these different bank accounts, isn't it? And, you know, some people don't get all the... I suppose I was a new customer, so if I wanted to switch it around now, I probably could. But, you know, do you remember the days when they had one bank account and everybody had it? It was a current account. Everybody had the same thing. And then they had a savings account. Everybody had the same thing. Those simpler times. Simpler times. Now you can get £175 if you switch your bank account every 5 minutes. I think I should. My son does it. He makes money out of switching his bank accounts. You know, like Martin Lewis suggests and stuff. He's always had it. But and you can switch back if you leave enough time between it. I think, as some of them say, you can't switch back within a year. So, you know, you do all the other switches, come back to that one. When that time's elapsed, you know, pay, you come back again. I should be like, I could be making money out of my bank accounts. But do I? No, I sit on my butt and I talk about it. And do I do it? Do I chuff? Used to, when I was younger, I was always, you know, looking for ways to kind of get money. I suppose it's because, you know, the kids were expensive things back then. They still are. What am I kidding? You know, my kids are expensive. They've got kids of their own now, so they're doubly expensive. But you know what I mean. You know, when you're a young mum, some people cut coupons. We don't get really that many coupons in the UK. You might sort of thumb through a magazine and you'll get like 10p off this yogurt or something like that, but you get serious coupons across the pond. Jealous of your yarn ones, because, you know, even when they're in a sale, and if you've got the coupon, you can use that as well. And you think, hang on a minute, we don't get any of this stuff, you know. I get like, your voucher from Hobbycraft, it's about to expire. I go on there and they've given me like £1 off or £2, and the price of their yarn is like a drop in the ocean, you know. And then they put their prices right up and their quality right down, you know. They've, all of the good yarns they used to sell, they don't have anymore, like the Lion Brand mandalas. I couldn't get them there, so I put them in my shop because I wanted them myself, you know. It's like, I need to be able to get hold of these things. I know, I'll stock them, you know, that sort of thing. You know, all the good brands they had, all gone, and they just got cheaper ones in, and they charge more for them. Yeah, and the ones that affiliate to them, like the Women's Institute and their own brands. It's all they seem to have. I went, the last 2 times I went to Hobbycraft, I walked around and I walked out without even a ball. At one point I had about 5 or 6 balls of yarn in my basket, which was a yarn that I'd had before, but I just never had those colours. And as I was walking towards the checkout, I looked at it and thought, you don't even really want that, do you? It's just something to show. Look, I did go shopping. So I put it back and didn't do the video. Oh, wow, yeah, they've really gone downhill. It's quite sad, really, because we've got less and less bricks and mortar yarn shops, you know. We've got a few here and there, but we have less and less of them, and they're the chain. They're the ones that are like your Hobby Lobby or, you know, whatever shop you have. They're the ones that are more like that, and yet they're kind of gone down. Anyway, I have whinged more than enough about that, but still, it's beneficial to me in a way. It's not beneficial for me as a shopper, but it's beneficial for me as a shop. Yeah. Anyway, I keep saying anyway a lot, don't I, really? I've noticed that. I keep doing it. And, it, you know, when I was younger, I actually used to be sort of stuck on a word of actually. I say actually so much. And I was kind of aware that I was doing it. And in the end, it come to a bit of a realisation when I said, actually, blah, 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 actually, blah, 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 actually. At the end, beginning, middle and end of that sentence started, ended, and had in the middle the word actually. And I figured I had to get rid of that out of my vocabulary. So I made a real effort not to say it. So I've got so many words that I make an effort not to say while I'm sitting here, you know. Sitting like this soon. Not allowed to talk. Is that Gary? Is that Gary? It might not be. I don't think it's... Yeah, that's Gary. I was going to say I didn't think that was the time, but I heard the door. So that means that I need to go make him a drink, see how his day's been, and give him a big sloppy kiss. Yeah, sort of. So thank you for watching. And very soon I'll have some nice yarn to show you. And the ones that I showed you before and the buttons and everything else is all on now. I had a bit of a thing with the buttons. I thought, because it said there were two sizes in the pack, I made a bit of a mistake and I put both sizes, and I thought, well, I'll put 15 of each for now until I know how many's in there. And when I went out there and looked, they're all the same. So what they've given me just one size. So that was 50 of that size. So next time I order from them, I'll get the other size, because I put them both on my website. And I thought, well, sometimes people might want the larger, might want the smaller. So I will add more buttons. And I've asked Chris to make a category of buttons, so it will be more searchable than just accessories. So thanks for watching. Stay safe. Why do we say that anymore? There's no reason for that anymore. Oh, I don't get monkeypox, so I suppose there is. Yeah. Oh, sorry, M-pox it is now. I've missed out the unky. So yeah, don't go getting that, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye for now.